a Stanford professor named Dr. Garry Nolan, talks about his real-life experiences with gray alien entities and UFO encounters. This is what he told on camera.
Well, it was at a house that my parents had first bought when after we moved here to the States. You can remember 35 Craigs Road, Windsor, Connecticut. You can look it up. I looked it up actually a few weeks ago and on Google, and it's still there. And it was basically little guys in the bedroom, and I remember calling out to my brother and saying, is that you? And I didn't understand how it could be like two or three of him, and then faces in the window and things like that. And, I mean, other than just memories of them being in the room and being a little scared, and then I guess falling asleep, there really was nothing at that time. It was interesting. It wasn't until actually almost 30 years later that I found out from my brother that he had also seen things. And so that was quite a synchronicity eventually 30 years apart. And then at our second house on Sheffield Drive, Sheffield Drive, also in Windsor, I was a paper boy, and going between one house and another early in the morning, I saw something over my head. I mean, it wasn't just like far over my head. It was like 30, 40 feet just at the top of the trees. And it was, I can't say that it was exactly saucer shaped, because all I saw really were the lights and kind of a vague outline against the sky because the lights were so bright. But it was, I didn't know what it was. I mean, I saw it go over. It was silent. I mean, at best it could have been a balloon, but I don't know any balloons that are traveling at tree height, with lights underneath them. And then I guess many years later in the first house that I bought, we were renting actually when I came out as a professor at Stanford, an assistant professor, something in the bedroom as well at the bottom of the bed. That actually was the first time that I ever heard anything inside of my head kind of like speak to me. It basically says, when I saw it, it just said, go to sleep. It wasn't until actually I was a graduate student here at Stanford. I was in a used bookstore and buying science fiction books, and I came across a book. There was two of them I came across. One was by John Mack, and the other was by Whitley Strieber. And I remember just seeing the cover and realizing that was the face that I had seen when I was a kid looking through the window or in the bedroom. And the thing about the window was it was like 6 or 7 feet off the ground. So it wasn't like some short person. So whatever it was kind of like, if it was what it was, whether something very tall or hovering. And it was, I remember just all the skin on my body, like all the hair stood on end when I saw it, and I dropped the book, because it was like, how does this guy know what I saw?